ready to shoot?
Y'all say hi to the newest homeowner. Don't she look beautiful?
Thank you.
Yeah, she's a homeowner. I'm so happy for you.
Homeowner crew.
Homeowner crew, literally.
High seas crew.
Literally. We said we were gonna do it and we set out and we did it. Finally. I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you. Look at her. This is giving, is it Cindy Crawford?
You know what? I was going for a 70s look.
Yes, and she's doing it well. And she's doing it well. I mean, come on now. Come on now. I love it.
This is a Ross Martin. You can release the bun.
So this is a black-owned brand.
Yeah.
That made
I was
this.
telling her it's the first time and only company right now that's.
Oh, this the one in Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah, he told me this.
Oh yeah, that was right there, Dallas, Texas. You don't need to do. You don't need to do this.
Yeah.
Like So
Yeah, you
the
gotta-
moment you try to
go
do
ahead.
this and you forget.
Stay ready.
Yeah, exactly. I usually carry a gun here. I don't have to do.
You don't worry about it shooting off your ying.
Yeah. Okay. Or also, I don't have to worry about taking off the safety.
That's why you love it.
Gotta stay ready. Stay ready. I'm not about to play this.
It's the texture of the inside. I'm not crazy about it. Cheers. Me being in an apartment. So I didn't have. Hey you guys, so it's been some time later and I'm back home. I am, one second. I'm in the process of resetting my restroom. While I was doing so, I had an Amazon delivery that came in. I forgot that I had ordered this and it is truly going to be a necessity here in my restroom. So I purchased recently a mini fridge. This little beautiful mini all white beauty fridge, if you will. It's like 4 liters. So I wanted to open it on camera with you guys because I want to keep it here in my restroom to put all of my facial serums, my facial mist sprays, as well as creams that I use to help with the hyperpigmentation that I have going on with my face that needs to be refrigerated. And truth be told, I am a little bit exhausted with going up and down these stairs heading to the kitchen every so often to go to my fridge to get the facial creams that I need to help with all of this I'm trying to combat. So I figured why not go ahead and get a mini fridge, put it here in my restroom on my countertops at the far end of my restroom at that, so that it's not in my actual way of doing what I need to do here. I'm really excited for this fridge. I saw pretty good reviews on this particular one. So first impressions. Oh yeah, this is beautiful. This is gonna blend in perfectly. Oh wow, yeah, this is lovely. It matches everything because my restroom is predominantly like all white and then obviously marble. So this is literally all white. I mean, come on. I mean, come on, like, come on. I mean, you see it, you see it. Now this is gonna be cool. How do I open it? Oh. It comes with the manual, obviously, and then the power cord for if you're going on the go, which is one thing I like about this. Oh, you can take this on the go. So if you're going long distance and you need like a little fridge to keep your drinks chilled and cold, or medication cold, or baby milk cold, or whatever the case may be, this comes with a car, I don't know what this outlet is called. I don't know the actual, like, you know, terminology for this, but it comes with that, so you can take this on the go, which is neat. So yeah, I'm gonna plug it in over here on the far end of my restroom countertop and let it chill for a few hours before I start putting things in there, just in case it doesn't chill all the way as cold as I would like. Okay, this is how you open it, the door. Okay. Yeah. I will, of course, give you guys a better aesthetic-y vibe tour or view of it once I get it set up, which you guys will see right here. So you guys have an idea of what it looks like in the space and how big it is. So but in the meantime, I'm just gonna go ahead and set up, clean up, and get ready to turn down for the evening. So you guys would have seen earlier that I met up with Peyton. She recently closed on her house. I'm really proud of Peyton. I am. Buying a home by yourself is not an easy feat whatsoever, but she did it. She did it beautifully, and she did it for herself, and I am so proud of her for it. So exciting. We met up at a gun range and we did some shooting. Peyton is not to be messed with, okay? If you guys could see what I saw and the shots that she was taking, baby girl don't miss. That's a baby ghel. That baby ghel is fire. No, she doesn't miss. Like, her shots are good. Like, her shots were good. But I did walk away with a piece, because why not? I live by myself. I'm a young, beautiful woman living by herself in a home. I should defend and protect myself, right? Not to say that I don't have other things here to defend and protect myself, but that was definitely overdue. It was needed. A few things to mention on this fridge. It does have an option for cool and for hot, and it's quiet. A lot of the reviews that I saw on other mini beauty fridges is that it was way too loud. It didn't last, it broke down, or it didn't stay cool. So yeah, I think that's why I went with this one, because it was pretty good in the reviews. Like, everyone was pretty happy with it. I went ahead and also bought my safe as well to keep my piece in and just be, you know, responsible for where I place it and how easily accessible it is. So there's a safe that's on its way. It should be here tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to tidy up my restroom and clean up a bit, and then sit on the bed. I'm currently in this period of fasting for the next 60 days. Let me bring it, because I think it'll be beneficial to anyone who is expecting marriage, or that's in a marriage, or those who may be those that are in the process of getting married, or you're engaged. I think this fast will be so beneficial to you, and I'm so thankful and grateful that my sister bought it and gifted it to me. The first couple of chapters in the book, let me just grab it, because girl, this is really a 25-day fast, but it may end up being 60 days for me, because the whole purpose of this is to study the Bible, and I'm a person who likes to take my time in studying the Bible and understanding stories or chapters and how things played out and why they played out, and just taking a lot of notes so I can kind of come back to those notes and answer them once I find an answer in a different book or in a different chapter. So this fast is called The Year of the Bride. It is by Tiffany Montgomery. This is it right here. And Tiffany is so beautiful. Look at her. Granted, I don't know her, but I feel like I know her just based off of this. Like, she is just seeing right through me. Like, there's a few things on here that I highlighted and that was so, what's the word? meaningful and so impactful, and that was just like, yes, preach, period. You know, I was literally shouting, period. But yeah, it's 25 days, like I mentioned. The table of contents tells you exactly what each day will look like in terms of what you're going to be reading, what you're going to be studying, and how your fast will look like. I'm doing a fast where I'm not eating anything from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then after 3 p.m. is when I'll have my first meal. And during that time, I'm reading this, I'm going in my Bible, I'm doing Bible time, I'm praying, I'm worshiping, because I'm believing that this is the year that I will be a bride. Whether if that means I'm going to be engaged or whether that means I'm going to be married, whatever the case may be, I am believing that that will happen this year by God's grace. And who knows, if it doesn't happen this year, it could happen, there's 4 months left in the year, so it could happen in the next 7, 8, 11, 12, in the next 7 months, which would equate to a year. So I don't know. God is very funny. He has his plans are a lot better than mine. So yeah, let me just read you guys a little bit of this that was so impactful for me. So day 1 is called The Tables Have Turned, and in here we're talking about how generational curses are a real thing. In chapter 1, I feel like we combat generational curses, and let me just read a few things that are on here that I just absolutely loved. So first is, the misconception is that when Jesus died on the cross, his death got rid of all curses. But the truth is, when he died on the cross, it gave us the power and the authority to eliminate and destroy curses by renouncing them out of our mouths. God gave us that much power. What Jesus did on the cross for us gave us that much power. I think it's honestly a good reminder that regardless of everyone's circumstances or everyone's upbringing, no one is without the means to renounce or to rebuke any type of generational curses that may be lingering in everyone's bloodline or in everyone's family. You know what I'm saying? Generational curses are a very real thing, even if they're very tiny and minuscule, or even if they're like a very large thing. Maybe like there's a whole bunch of things that could take place, but chapter 1 literally gives you the encouragement and the power to combat those curses and to get rid of them, to dismantle them, to break all of it, literally cut it off by the legs. That's exactly what it says here somewhere, where she says it's time to cut it's time to cut the legs off of whatever is running in your family. And if you guys can see, I've highlighted it, exclamation pointed it. And then it goes into the next chapter where we talk about forgiveness. That's the one that broke me. And when I say broke me, and not in a sense like I'm a broken individual, but that's the one that literally broke me down into tears, where I literally could not say the prayer, because in every chapter at the end of it, there's a prayer that you have to say out loud. Most of these prayers, you're naming individuals who have offended you. You're naming foundations that you have built that was not built on God's foundation, that God was never a part of. You're praying a lot of things in here, and I feel like the emotional toll that I kind of go through when I'm reading this is a good one, because I'm relieving stuff that I've had, you know, pent up, you know what I'm saying? Long story short, if you guys are wanting a new book to use for like your fast, or if you're single wanting to be married, or you are married, or you're about to be married, I highly encourage that you get this. I'll plug it somewhere down in the description box. But yeah, this is going to be a breakthrough in a lot of people's lives. It's already been very evident that it is a breakthrough in mine, and we've just started. I'm like halfway through the book already. With that being said, I only have like 2% left on this battery. I need to clean up, take a shower, put away my and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Maybe not. If I don't see you guys on Tuesday in this vlog, it'll be the next vlog. So hey you guys, good morning. Hold on, I need some lip gloss. My lips are chapped. I really can't believe I can't find my AirPods. Like I don't understand how I lost those. Anyways, you guys, we are here to get our hair braided at House of Hair and Beauty. That is who's braiding my hair this morning. I made it with literally 5 minutes to spare. I have everything that I need. Except for my AirPods. I don't know where they are. But tell me why I found one AirPod in the car, but I can't find the case. Who was that? Is Sentry mode on? Because people be acting stupid today. Activate Sentry mode. That's one thing I love about my car, is that it records everything, any and everything around my car. I wish all cars came with cameras, like inside and all around. Closed. Why does it say it's closed? Okay. They shouldn't be closed if I have an appointment at 10 a.m. I don't think she has a number. Hold on, you guys. Let me try to get in contact with her. Okay, thank you. This is the before. Oh my gosh.
You like it?
That's different. Wow.
Was this the ginger you expected?
Yes and no, but why'd you stop them?
It took
Hey you guys, so we're back home and our hair is finally braided. It took a very long time. It took longer than what was scheduled, but I love my hair. I think I'm still like, what's the word? I'm still like, you know, I haven't been a blackhead in a while. I've been pretty blonde for the most part. So this is gonna take some time for it to kind of like weigh on me and kind of like, I don't know. At the same time, this is a different style that I'm used to. I'll just insert a clip here for reference. That is the boho knotless braids I have received in the past before. It wasn't as full or wasn't as hairy in a sense. Like the hair was pretty exposed and it wasn't, versus the braids being so exposed, and at the ends is where it was mainly curly. This go around we are just curly Sue all up and through, okay? And I do kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder, which is why I'm not looking directly in the lens, because I'm trying to like gauge if I like this. It's gonna take some time for it to weigh on me and for me to get used to being a blackhead again. Because you know this girl's a very blonde girl. Nonetheless, it's not as long. I have it in a ponytail right now because it's pretty hot, and I just came outside from walking Marble. It's like 102 degrees outside. I just wish that where my nape of my neck is, where the braids are, they go down to my low back, right? However, all the other braids don't go down to my low back, but I was still charged for low back. I don't know. The money is gone. It's been paid. It's whatever. Nonetheless, I like it. It's gonna take some time, but what do y'all think? Well, like, what do y'all truly think? because I don't think you guys have seen me on here with braids, unless if you follow me on IG and you would have seen my stories and such when I had braids in or whatever. But yeah, this is the final look. I did tell her to leave my edges out because obviously we're a bit of a struggle bus in this area, so we're working on it, and I didn't want to put any other tension on it, more especially because I do wear wigs. I'll give you guys my full experience of how it went at House of Hair and Beauty. So long story short, my appointment was at 10 a.m. this morning. I got there at exactly 9:55. As you guys would have seen earlier in the clip, I had 5 minutes to spare. So I got there on time, ahead of time, and my braider, who I won't say who, was not there at 10 a.m. as in wasn't ready for me, nor was she prepared for me, which I kind of find a little bit because when it comes to delivering services, I expect, especially when I'm the first person to get any services rendered to in the morning, I would expect you to be on time and to be ready to greet me at the door and prepare yourself and your station for me to get my hair done. But I get it, everyone has a life, things are going on, people are extremely busy. If that's the case and you just were busy, I would have expected at least a text message like, hey, I'm running 30 minutes behind, just wanted to give you, you know, a heads up. Because had it was me that was running 30 minutes behind, I'm only granted or afforded a 15-minute grace period. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Okay. 2, when my braider did get there, she was nice. She greeted me and, you know, was getting into just getting herself situated. I didn't see any hair that was out ready and prepared for her to use for me. So when she came in and she got herself situated, that was when she sat down and was just preparing the hair. You know, like expressions, you have to kind of like stretch it out and piece it all together. That was what she was doing. So in essence, we really didn't get started until like 11:15. Now, I wasn't gonna say anything because I don't wanna be the person to be like, so are we still not starting on time? Although I've been here about 30 minutes and you weren't here on time. It's pretty evident that we're not starting on time. So 3, we were supposed to be done at 3:30. We did not get done until 4:30. Obviously, she is an hour behind. And because she's an hour behind, there were other people. There was another person that was there who was livid because she was asked to come an hour later because of how behind they were. And there was only 2 people in there, herself and then one other braider. Came back and she sat there for another hour and 30 minutes. So apparently the whole scheduling is off. But then sis goes to say, okay, well, what time were we supposed to be done with your hair? I said, 3:30. Can you show me? I pull up the calendar along with the email that shows from when my appointment was supposed to start and when it was supposed to end. She's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, I need to get with my assistant. My assistant is who schedules, you know, my clients. And he shouldn't have put that your appointment would end at 3 o'clock or 3:30 or whatever time it was, let alone schedule someone immediately at that time when I'm still wrapping up on someone's head. I didn't say anything. Not my monkey, not my circus, right? So I left it at that. I stand up as we were, you know, done. I'd stand up to inspect the hair and just kind of get a feel for it. I'm starting to notice that the nape is the longest part. But I would think that as we work our way up the head, that it'll all seamlessly be one equal length. And then you can kind of go in and with some, or scissors, if you will, and kind of like, you know, shape up the hair and frame it a little bit. Like there's other examples of girls who also ordered exactly what I did in terms of the style that I chose. And my hair looks nothing like that. Like it's you can tell a significant shortage, then it's just long at the back. I digress. Honestly, I digress. Truthfully, I digress. What is my password? I mentioned it to her and I brought it up because I'm not the person to kind of, you know, go home and still ponder on the hair and be upset because I don't like it or something's off about it and I had an opportunity to say something. I'm not that kind of girl. I'm gonna tell you exactly right then and there. Do you like it? Yes, I like it. However, something is just, And I brought it up to her attention. She said, oh, it's not supposed to be the same length. It's not all supposed to be equal length. It's supposed to be in layers. And so if this is in layers, why would you suggest of cutting more hair if it's already in layers? Like I said, I just left it alone. I've been here long enough. I thought I was gonna be home before 4 o'clock so I can take care of my dog, and I'm just now getting home and it's like 6 o'clock because I was stuck in rush hour traffic. Wonderful. And at the same time, I'm fasting, so I'm already cranky because I'm hungry. And how has y'all stay been? Do anything exciting? I'll probably just like insert a clip and show you guys what my hair looks like when it's down, so you guys can kind of see the picture for what it is, you know what I'm saying? And maybe I'm wrong, y'all can probably correct me, but I've had braids before. I've always had braids, so this is nothing new. Is the style new? Yes, but is having braids new? No. So anyway, I picked up some lunch, aka dinner, my first and only meal for the day. Got it from Chick-fil-A, and I got this is the grilled maple pepper bacon sandwich in lettuce, wrapped in lettuce. So they put it in this container here. Thank you, Lord, for this food I'm about to receive. Lord, may this food nourish me, not hurt or kill me. Amen. Yeah. Which you guys missed because, you know, it moved too fast. So I couldn't stop and grab you guys. But yeah, look what Allison. I think you see the best thing. Allison's corner. Hey guys, so we're back from getting our nails done by Allison. I failed to show you guys the whole process because Allison moves fast. I'm in there like 45 minutes to an hour tops. I thought she had clients after me. Apparently I was her last one for today. So had I known that, I would have taken my time to go ahead and film the whole entire process. So forgive me, I only have 2 hands. I'm only one person, but nonetheless, these are the nails. I mean, a round of applause. It's giving water icicle with the 3D flower over here. Like, yeah. And then of course we have some of the gel as droplets, as you guys can see, underneath my actual nails. So yeah. Hair did, nails did, toes did. I'm kidding. But no, I love this set. Like the red one was eating. Like I got a lot of compliments on my red nails. But these, I could do, like, I can make this my everyday. Like this is definitely my go-to when it comes to like neutral nails. If it's not like a soft French tip, it's something like this. Nothing too extravagant or loud. Not that I don't like my extravagant loud nails era, but this one, yeah. No, she did her big thing on this one. I love it. We're in the kitchen right now. I'm cooking or making Marble's food. I don't know that I've updated you guys on Marble's, I guess, eating if you will. So Marble no longer eats processed food or store-bought food. She'll have like processed snacks here and there outside of like her fruits, like bananas, you know, bananas, apples, and all the other stuff. But for the most part, I make all of her food now. Reason being, I find that her eating store-bought food causes her to have issues where she's throwing up, she's having diarrhea. There's just always something happening with her. So a little backstory, Marble has a very sensitive stomach or GI. Because of that, she will have those episodes where she'll just throw up early in the morning out of nowhere. But mind you, Marble does get car sick here and there, more especially if she's been in the car for X amount of hours. Like what comes to mind truthfully is when we were living in Houston and we would drive up to Dallas, that's like a 4-hour drive depending on traffic. And immediately we would get to Dallas and the bus stops or the car stops. Like it's on cue. My poor baby just gets motion sickness. So on top of that, her throwing up happens to be, I guess, just GI sensitivity, stomach sensitivity. So I've noticed that since I've taken her off of processed foods, we don't have that issue anymore, or it has died down significantly. The only time that I would give her like her anti-nausea medication is when we're on long trips, knowing and expecting her to have an episode afterwards. So I've been cooking all of her meals, and I've also seen on TikTok how people rave about cooking their fur babies their own meals because it's a lot healthier. And also, and if you think about it truly, we humans, for lack of better words, shouldn't be eating a lot or at all any processed food. We should be eating healthy food that we cook, that we can control what we're putting into it. So if we're thinking that same way for humans, why aren't we thinking of the exact same method for our fur babies, right? So I knew someone who would always make her dog food, and I would be like, I don't even cook for myself half the time. What the hell I look like being in the kitchen slaving over a hot stove for my dog? And what am I doing right now? Slaving over a hot stove for my dog, for my pooch, because that's my dog. That's my dog. But she's more excited to eat this kind of food. Like I've noticed, like since I've taken her off of processed food, she eats all of her food. I don't have to repeat myself or bark at her for her to go eat her food. Like with her processed food, she will eat some of it, but she won't eat all of it. Like she'll go days where she doesn't want to eat it because it's just not doing her. Like I have a very bougie baby. She requires Michelin 5-star hot cooked meals. Now she's eating all her meals. Baby don't skip a meal, okay? Baby girl don't skip a meal. She's happier, she's excited to eat all of her food. She reminds me, literally, she's barking at me when it's time for me to go heat up her food. Like she eats twice a day. So I just find it very, very I find it very, very rewarding now, because eventually this is going to be my life when I have children, right? I will have to cook for my kids. So let me go ahead and find the enjoyment of cooking for my fur baby until I actually have my real baby, right? But yeah, girl. So what I'm cooking for her, this is something that I found on TikTok, and it's truly simple, easy, straight to the point. 3 ingredients, literally 3 ingredients. I have to pick up a few other minerals to add to her food so she's getting her supplements that she needs. The last thing that I want is to put her in a vitamin deficiency. So I have to pick up a few minerals that will help supplement for that, since we're cooking all of her food. So all that I'm cooking is ground turkey, no seasonings whatsoever, frozen veggies. So we'd use green peas and carrots, and we just boil that on the stove. And then we add about a cup, maybe about a cup, maybe even a little bit more or less of brown jasmine rice. And she loves the jasmine rice. I love jasmine rice. I cook that for myself too. I didn't want to have to buy like 2 separate rice rices for us. At the same time, I don't eat a lot of rice anyway, so she's eating most of it when I make it for her meals. So yeah, right now, that is pretty much her meal, and she'll eat this twice a day, every day. For like snacks and just to kind of change up the palate a little bit, I would give her her bananas, or like make her like a fruit parfait with just regular Greek plain yogurt, chopped up bananas, and a few pieces of apple. Girl eats it straight up. Y'all, my wall looks so freaking good. I have to update you guys on the project that I'm going to be doing in this house, hopefully this weekend, but truly it won't be this weekend. What am I talking about? But yeah, I'm about to snack finally. I have been fasting since 6 a.m. I think I told you guys this already, that I'm fasting for I think 25 days, maybe even more than that, because I believe that this is the year that I will be a bride, or I will be engaged to be a bride. So I have been fasting since 6 a.m. and it's now 3 o'clock, so I can finally eat. I'm not gonna eat anything too heavy because I'm not that hungry. I've had protein shakes, by the way, which are from Premier Protein. I always stay stocked up on this. The one that I get, or the one that I can tolerate since having my gastric sleeve procedure, is the cafe latte one. This is the one that has coffee in it, so it's right up my alley. You guys know that I love 3 things: coffee, tea, and matcha. Now that I can eat, I'm gonna have me one of these small plates from Hillshire. Super good. It's not heavy in processing. It's literally 16 grams of protein. It's this right here, which is the hot calabrese plate. It's cute and it does the job. Now, house, like I was mentioning, y'all see this beautiful piece of work that I did over here? So I love it. I really do. I'm actually contemplating, and my sister pointed out when she was here last, that I should expand this wall and actually do it. Let me show you guys. So versus just this wall being painted, I should go ahead and expand it to this entire top area. As you guys can see, this is also a part of my dining room. That will kind of fill in the place a little bit more, as well as the entryway to my powder restroom. I should go ahead and paint over here too. So I'm highly considering doing that. I would love to do that this weekend. However, I don't have time this weekend. So here is the schedule for this weekend, right? Today is what, Friday? I have plans to let my second video go up since moving into the house, which will be the moving vlog by now. You guys would have already seen it. It'll be going up on YouTube this Sunday, God willingly. Tonight, I'm going to the movies, taking myself on a solo date because It Ends With Us is in theaters tonight. I missed the premiere or the early access viewing on Thursday, so I bought tickets to see it tonight. And you guys know that I love Colleen Hoover novels. I read through them so quickly. So I'm really excited to see it in live action, and hopefully it meets standards in the way that the book played out to be. So that's tonight. Then tomorrow, going to do a little bit of shopping. Nothing crazy. It's more so we're getting tennis rackets. We're getting tennis rackets because we're playing tennis in, I think, a week or 2. We signed up for the DFW Black Tennis. I think that's what it's called. They've been going viral for about a year now, and we're gonna go do it. Why not? I'm trying to break into, you know, new hobbies and all that other good stuff. So who knows? I may end up meeting my husband there. Who knows? And then tomorrow is Shalom's birthday. Baby girl is, I think, turning 29 or either 30. So tomorrow is her surprise dinner. She knows that there's a dinner, but she doesn't know how extreme it is, or how, I think she thinks that it's just her and one of her really good friends. I don't think she knows that it's like a party dinner that's happening for her. So that's tomorrow. And then Sunday, we're going to Houston. We're going back to Houston on Sunday because if you guys recall, which I hope you guys would have seen by now, I had some clothes sewn for an Asher B that I'm a part of, ready for me to pick up. I unfortunately did not book my flights in time, so everything is stupid ridiculously high right now. So at this point, it'll be FREE if I just DRIVE. So I'm gonna drive, or at least my Tesla will be driving me to Houston and back. On Sunday morning, we're going to go do our fitting, make sure the dress is how we designed it to be, and then everything is well in the world, and then we'll get our dress and come right back to Dallas because we have work on Monday. So it's literally in and out. Yeah. As for my hair, I'm actually digging it. I think it took me a second for me to like let it wear on me. It took some getting used to, but I love it. It's giving. I love how I can put my hair up in a ponytail, put it up in a bun. This is giving Marge Simpson. But please, are you kidding me? But yeah, normal wigs for a while. It's too hot. Finally, I can let wind touch my scalp. See you guys in a little bit. Hold on. You're welcome. You're welcome. Go. Hey you guys, it's been some time later since I last saw you guys when we were at Pure Milk and Honey. I felt to bring you guys in, but we're about to go downstairs and head out to Shalom's birthday dinner at Cecida's. So I wanted to kind of give you guys like a quick OOTN outfit of the night versus the day, because it is like literally after 7 o'clock. Anyway, so hair, obviously House by Hair and Beauty. Face, me. Earrings are by Francesca. Dress is by Zara. This is this beautiful linen dress. I've steamed it multiple times and I'm still getting some rippling right here whenever I sit down. It's pretty expected. This dress also has a beautiful slit at the back here, and it is a halter top. One thing to note, this dress was from the last Zara sale that they had a few months ago. I think I got this in July and I'm just now getting to the box and like letting things out so I can kind of see how it all fits on me and stuff. But I love this dress. I got it in a large because it said that this dress ran small. This dress really doesn't run small. I feel like it fits everywhere but my upper body. Like it's so big and loose. Like the back, you can kind of see my bra strap just a tiny bit, but I'm gonna make it work. I'm not gonna move around too much and I'm not gonna be there for a very, very long time. Shoes are just my basic clear wedge sandal heels. That's what I'm wearing. I didn't have much options that I felt would go great with this dress other than just some clear heels, so that's what we're wearing. So yeah, again, that's the outfit. Very cute, very just cute. And I like it. So I guess we'll see you guys when we make it to Cecida's. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, but bye. Hey you guys, what's up? It's a little after 12:30. Am I going to sleep at all today? It's 12:30. I just made it back to the house. I have my hair up in a bun because I'm about to wash my face off. And I figured I would chit chat with you guys while I get unready for the night and get ready to go to bed. And also share with you guys how Cesetas went. But yeah, let me pop. Oh, I can't even deal with that right now. I'm going in with my tried and true, my CeraVe's makeup cleansing balm. This stuff right here is so good. I think I mentioned this before in another vlog. If you guys are using makeup wipes, I highly encourage you to use the cleansing balm. It's so fast, so easy. Like literally only use like a dime size amount, if you guys can see. Just that much. Rub it into my hands, spread it all over, and literally the makeup becomes like water. Like literally it just melts off your face. And I'm going to demonstrate it for you guys right now as I'm getting ready to go to bed. All over eyebrows. As you guys can see, makeup is disappearing. This probably looks so crazy. It definitely looks crazy. But yeah, like I mentioned, we went to Cesetas in the city for Shalom's birthday. Baby girl turned 30. Welcome to the 3rd floor, girl. Now, I have never been to Cesetas, nor have I ever heard of Cesetas. But what I will say is that I would never ever step foot back into that establishment ever again. Ever. Is the ambiance nice? Is it pretty? Of course. All restaurants have an ambiance to it, and it's meant to be pretty. But I'll start off with the positives, right? The location has valet on both sides of the establishment. Keep in mind that Ceseta is joined, or it shares the same building as the Joel. Is it the Joel? Joel, whatever. I don't know if it's a hotel or if it's like an apartment building, but I'm just going in with my face towel to go ahead and just wipe everything off and then go in and wash my face. Like literally, so easy. Reservations were supposed to start at 8:30. Keep in mind, there was a handful of us that were already there. We didn't get seated until about like 9 something. You walk in, it's super vibey. The place is just really pretty. It's just very artsy, like gallery, super fine pieces and whatnot. I didn't realize that Ceseta was, I believe, an Italian-based restaurant. So we all met up, you know, obviously, it's girls' night almost, right? It's a birthday dinner and it's a whole bunch of girls. When do we ever sit down and not talk and look at the menu and get straight to ordering? It never works like that. We all sit down, even though we sat down late, we all sit down, number one. Number two, we all are talking, mingling like how every other person at their table is doing. And then we finally ordered. Luckily, our waitress, which we have no issue with, she was sweet and super, super patient because it was like 10 of us. She was patient, she was sweet, she took our orders all in one. Like our drinks, our apps, our mains, and if we wanted dessert, she got it literally from us all at one time, which I believe was smart. And if she had did it any other way, it would have taken her more time while we were there. Our waitress, I give her a good 8.5 out of 10. This is my con. Valet is complimentary, quote unquote, for the first 2 hours. After that, it's $20. It's a $20 charge. Where my issue comes in is that this particular restaurant, even after we put in our order, mind you, I'm going in with my CeraVe cream to foam face wash. Even after we put in our order, it still took them about 30 to 45 minutes for them to bring out the food, let alone the drinks. The waitress came to us and she was like, I'm so sorry, you guys. We're getting your food out as quickly as possible. And she came and checked on us. Were we complaining? No, because we get it. It's gonna probably take a while for them to bring out all of our food all at one time. One, two, we're mingling and talking, so we don't mind. Like we're it's fine. You know what I'm saying? But long as we get our food, everything is just not right. We're like, okay, you set us down late. One, two, the food ain't right. Three, what is going on? Like, don't get me wrong, I get it. It's a business, you know what I'm saying? It's a restaurant. It happens. I get it. But no one ever say, you know, here's your food. We apologize for the wait. We hope you enjoy it. Please let us know if there's anything that we can do. No one came around to check on us except for our waitress. The reason why I'm mentioning this is because the manager was out on the floor bringing us our food and our drinks and walked past us when we were all eating, then bothered to say, hey, you know, how's the food? Or I don't know how he came back to our table, if someone had flagged him down or what. But we literally were like, yeah, we're not liking the food. I ordered, I'm only gonna speak for me. Or I'm only gonna speak for this particular plate because this particular plate got sent back. I ordered the spicy rigatoni with Italian sausage. Everyone was raving about it on TikTok, girl, so I went ahead and ordered it. Took one bite. That was all the bite that I needed. The issue that we had, or those as well as myself had with that particular dish, was the simple fact that the pasta was not cooked all the way. It was al dente. And for those of you who cook or know anything about, you know, making pasta or anything about just cooking in the kitchen or whatever, pasta being al dente is like half cooked, half well done, in a sense. It's not cooked all the way. Some people cook it to al dente only to cook it further by putting it in the oven. Like if you're baking, like mac and cheese, for example, if you're doing like a baked mac and cheese thing, you'll boil it until it's al dente, and then once you're gotten into that particular al dente point, you take it off the stove, transfer it to a casserole dish, add your cheese and your seasonings or your heavy creams or whatever, then throw it in the oven for it to cook properly all the way through. Ours was not cooked all the way through. I only needed one bite for me to be like, yeah, I'm not happy with this. When the manager finally came around, he offered to, you know, make something else. And I was like, no, it's okay. I'm all right. I'm so finicky that way. If I don't like something that I get, I'm not open to getting anything else. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm okay. There was like 3 or 4 plates that had the spicy rigatoni that got sent back. That says a lot. Long story short, we get the bill because we end up sending back a pizza as well. I don't know what. The pizza didn't have the... this restaurant, I don't know who was in the kitchen tonight, but that person was just slacking. And just for, you know, kicks and giggles, if you will, I wanted to try it. Mind you, I have been fasting since 6 this morning, and I hadn't had like an actual real meal outside of like my protein shake or whatever. So when I tried the pizza, first of all, I tried it without the honey because they had brought the pizza out without any honey on it. So I tried it and I was like, this is giving CC's. Like, this is not giving Italian pizza. So I didn't eat any more of it. I was like actually done. Then they're like, oh, it's okay. Maybe you should just try it with the honey. It's missing the honey. Have it with the honey. Have it with the honey, girl. The hot honey is going to fix it for you. They brought the honey, or the hot honey. I get some of the honey, I put it on my pizza, and I chew it. I'm like, these bitches ain't telling me nothing. They can't seriously be telling me that this is good. It was not good. I was like, y'all sure that this is, y'all okay? Like, this don't taste like hot honey. So then Ingo tastes the honey because they brought out a side of honey versus actually bringing out the actual correct pizza, but nonetheless, they bring out a side of honey. She tastes it, she's like, that's not the hot honey that was on the original pizza. Long story short, we asked for a manager. We couldn't find our waitress, so we flagged down a waiter that was walking past us. He was incredibly rude, super dismissive. He literally just had a bad attitude. Like, he was very irritated. And I'm watching his interaction with one of the girls. I'm like, what is his problem? Like, as he's walking, I'm like, what is his problem? So she goes to, again, get his name. He says, I'm gonna get that manager for you, and walks off. His name was Marco. He was incredibly rude, incredibly unprofessional, no type of nothing. I promise you when I say I would never step back into Seto. As pretty as that place is, I wish their customer service, the staff were nicer. I get it. He probably had a very, very long shift. He probably was very tired. He probably had something personal going on. So I understand that there's a point that grace should be extended, and I'm willing to give that. But when it's continual dismissiveness, when it's continual disrespect and just being so nasty and so rude, it's very hard to want to extend that grace. All in all, I'm not going back there ever again. I'm not. So with that being said, I'm home. My face is clean. As you guys would have seen, that CeraVe took off all the makeup, and then I went in and just washed my face with some CeraVe face wash. I recommend that you always wash your face after removing your makeup. Do not skip that step at all. So what I'm gonna do now is just go in and brush my teeth for the night, floss, and then head to bed.